radical Islam is a big problem, not just in the extreme, but in the mainstream. And we've become, obviously, very much in touch with that since 2001 here. What kind of awareness is that of the radicalism in Islam in Latin America?
That's a really interesting question. Okay, what he said is, he's asking me about Islamist radicalism in Latin America and how it's, what's happening.
Well, what kind of awareness is there of this element?
Okay, mainly the thing with Latin America is that this is not a main issue in Latin America. This is secondary. Like, we have a lot of political problems in all the countries in Latin America. So basically we're facing poverty, we're facing lack of education, we're facing crime, we're facing a lot of things that come before something like Islam radicalization. So this is something that people forget. It's like, oh, this happened 20 years ago. No one talks about it after that. But there was an interesting documentary made by a Spanish undercover filmmaker, who went to Venezuela and he shot himself, well, with a camera, obviously, in an extreme Islamic cell that is in Venezuela right now, which is an arm of Al-Qaeda. And there's a whole documentary about it, and it's real. It's this guy really involved in this thing. And there's not any awareness of that. It's always secondary. People talk about it, but it's not something that concerns. It's not the main issue. I think it's more an American concern than a Latin American concern. I think America's more concerned about the extremist cells that are starting to build in Venezuela than Latin America. In Venezuela, we all kind of accept each other, and we have like this kind of relaxed vibe. So there is almost no awareness in Latin America.